Welcome to Dreamweavers, boring adult sleep stories, where calm and slow narratives gently guide you into restful nights. Here, you will find soothing tales about history's quieter moments, curiosities, and the world's wonders told at a peaceful pace. If these tranquil stories help you find calm and ease, please like and subscribe to support our channel's journey to bring you more gentle bedtime stories. In this video, we slowly explore the centuries-long journey of the Great Wall's construction. We focus on the repetitive rhythms of work, the long stretches of quiet labor, and the vast landscapes where this monumental task began. This story unfolds softly, with deliberate pauses to ease your mind and prepare you for peaceful sleep. Chapter 1. The Endless Horizon. Beginning the Great Wall's journey. Imagine vast landscapes stretching far beyond the eye can see. Quiet plains and rolling hills where early workers began their long task. Each brick laid with care, in steady, slow movements that would span decades. The horizon seems endless, just like the work that started the famous wall. As the sun rises gently over the quiet earth, workers prepare for another day of steady labor. The sound of tools faint, rhythmic, and unchanging as they shape stones and soil. The repetitive nature of their work creates a calm pace, a slow heartbeat matching the vastness of the land around them, endless in its stretch and quiet in its presence. Days turn softly into months, months into years, with little change to the daily routine. The wall slowly takes shape, its winding path tracing through hills and stretches of open sky. Workers carry on quietly, their steady efforts building a barrier that will one day tell tales of time and patience, a testament to calm perseverance. The landscape remains vast and still, as if holding its breath in respect to the work being done. The slow-building wall stretches like a silent river of stone, moving through the hills and valleys with quiet determination. Every small effort, every brick added, blends into the great unfolding story of endurance and slow progress. As twilight approaches, colors soften and shadows lengthen across the ground. The day's work ends gently, leaving behind the traces of steady hands and quiet minds. The Great Wall's journey has just begun, a slow and patient creation stretching toward the endless horizon, inviting you to drift softly into rest with its timeless tale. Chapter 2. Steady Hands and Patient Stones. The laborious process of building the Great Wall was marked by an endless cycle of tasks. Workers hauled heavy stones up rugged cliffs, their hands steady despite fatigue. Mixing mortar required precision and patience, while laying bricks called for careful alignment. Each day brought repetitive effort and long pauses as the wall slowly and steadily took form across the challenging terrain. The work was monotonous, yet each small task contributed to the wall's growth. The rhythm of hauling stones, mixing mortar, and placing bricks repeated day after day. Workers moved with quiet determination, their movements deliberate and practiced. Between milestones, long waits tested their patience, but their steady hands ensured every stone was placed correctly, building a lasting structure one measured step at a time. Repetitive labor was the essence of construction here. The stones felt heavy, the mortar thick and slow to mix, yet the workers' focus never wavered. With every brick laid, the wall stretched further across the mountains. The terrain was unforgiving, making every haul and placement a cautious endeavor. This tedious progress seemed slow, but over years it formed an unbroken barrier, a testament to enduring effort and perseverance. As the days passed, the workers' movements became rhythmically methodical, almost like a slow dance across the rough landscape. They paused often, The mortar needed time to set, and stones needed to be perfectly aligned. These quiet gaps felt endless, but were vital pauses of patience. With every measured brick, the weight of centuries sat heavy in the air, the wall growing inch by inch with steady hands and unwavering resolve. The environment around was harsh and unyielding. Jagged rocks and steep slopes tested the builders at every turn. But in the midst of this challenging scene, the workers' steady hands brought order and structure. Each stone laid precisely, each layer of mortar spread with careful hands. The quiet monotony was almost hypnotic, moving slowly, assuredly, shaping the wall that would stand for ages across this rugged expanse. Long pauses punctuated the building process. With stones set in place, workers stopped to wait as mortar hardened. These breaks, though seemingly uneventful, were crucial for the wall's strength. The slow tempo of work, punctuated by stillness, made the entire construction stretch across years and decades. Each steady hand and patient stone contributed to something far greater than itself, as the vast wall took shape, slow but certain. By the end of each day, progress was small but tangible. The repetitive tasks of hauling, mixing, and laying gave way to long stillness under wide mountain skies. The great wall grew quietly, building not just from stone and mortar, but from the persistence of tireless workers. Their steady hands and patient spirits carved a lasting monument into the rugged terrain, a slow, steady testament to enduring human effort. Chapter 3. Quiet Days. Under expansive skies. Imagine the slow rhythm of days stretching gently as workers pause beneath vast open skies. The warm sun filters through clouds, casting soft shadows as they rest from their toils. Simple meals break the silence, carried out with quiet grace, offering moments of calm. These gentle scenes invite you to breathe slowly, to relax deeply, and to drift peacefully with the gentle passing hours. Under the expansive sky, each day feels stretched and uneventful, a steady hum of small, repetitive motions. Workers' hands move with familiar ease, the sounds of clinking tools fading into soft whispers in the wind. As you listen, you can feel the steady flow of time, the slow but sure passage that calms the mind, inviting restful thoughts under wide skies and soft horizons. In these quiet days, breaks are long and unhurried, the world around settling into a tranquil lull. Workers find shade beneath old trees or rock faces, their conversations sparse and gentle like the breeze. Each pause is filled with the subtle comfort of the open air, a calm space expanding far beyond their presence, allowing thoughts to wander and the heart to slow. Meals are simple, shared in muted tones with the earth as the only company. Warm bread, salted fish, a cup of cool water. These small sustenances bring brief relief from the steady labor. The ritual of eating becomes a quiet anchor, grounding each day in basic needs and the peaceful acceptance of slow, steady progress beneath the enormous, watching sky. Rest periods stretch softly through the afternoon, shadows growing longer as the sun dips low. The workers lie back on worn blankets, eyes tracing the gentle movement of clouds or the flitting patterns of birds above. This stillness holds the weight of years, a quiet testament to endurance, patience, and the gentle passage of time, marked not by urgency, but by calm persistence. As twilight approaches, the skies deepen in hue, wrapping the land in peaceful blue-gray tones. Movements slow even further, voices soften, and the day's quiet rituals slip toward night. This slow, fading light gently lulls both workers and listeners alike, weaving a serene atmosphere that gently encourages letting go, relaxing deeper, and drifting softly toward restful sleep. These quiet days under expansive skies offer more than weary rest or brief breaks. They invite a timeless calm, a soothing rhythm that breathes through the slow, steady work. As you imagine the worker's peaceful routine, allow yourself to sink into the comfort of stillness and ease, embracing the slow flow of time gently carrying you towards serene, peaceful dreams. Chapter 4. Rising Wall, Slowly Changing Landscape. Over many centuries, the Great Wall grew stone by stone, stretching ever longer across the land. This gradual expansion transformed the hills and valleys in a subtle, almost imperceptible way, as if the wall was part of the natural rhythm of the earth itself. The landscape adapted gently to its presence, blending seamlessly with the surrounding terrain over time. As the wall rose higher and farther, it became entwined with the contours of the land. The hills softened beneath its steady weight, and the valleys cradled its curves like a slow-moving river of stone. Centuries of quiet construction left marks not just on the physical world, but on the very way nature's slow changes shaped and welcomed this monumental structure. With each added stone, the wall's influence subtly reshaped the earth. It grew alongside the seasons, receiving the gentle wear of time and weather. The passage of years wove the Great Wall into the landscape's fabric, creating a harmonious relationship between the man-made barrier and the silent hills, where the slow pace of growth echoed the steady hands that built it. The wall's long journey across the land was marked by stillness as much as construction. In the quiet stretches between work, nature returned to embrace the stones. Over centuries, moss and small plants found homes in the cracks, and the outline of the wall melted into the earth's natural shape, as though it had always belonged to the hills and valleys it guarded. Stone by stone, the Great Wall choreographed a slow dance with the landscape. Its creeping length followed the gentle rises and falls of the terrain, a measured and deliberate advance that respected the natural world. This slow integration gave the wall a timeless quality, a patient presence woven into the enduring spirit of the land itself. The rhythm of construction was matched by the rhythm of nature's cycles. Seasons turned, years passed, and the wall aged alongside the hills. As the structure grew, the landscape grew with it, painting a portrait of quiet coexistence. The steady flow of time stitched the wall into the earth, a monument not only of human effort, but of nature's gentle acceptance. In the end, the Great Wall stood as a testament to slow transformation. It changed the landscape not with sudden force, but through persistent, patient effort. The hills and valleys, shaped by centuries of wind and stone, embraced the rising wall. Together, they told a story of harmony, a seamless blending of built structure and natural world, moving to the unhurried pace of time. Chapter 5. Echoes of Repetition in Silence. In the quiet spaces between mountains and stones, the construction sounds weave a gentle rhythm. The tap of a hammer striking wood, the careful scrape of a chisel against cold rock, and soft echoes fading into the open air create a meditative auditory landscape. These repeated quiet noises mingle with natural silence, encouraging calm and deep relaxation with each meather sizzle. As the hammer taps steadily and the chisel scrapes slowly, there is a hypnotic, soothing quality in their repetition. These rhythmic sounds, paired with the hush of nature, invite your mind to drift peacefully. The slow pace mirrors the gradual building efforts you've heard about so far, gently drawing you into a contemplative state where each echo feels like a slow breath in a tranquil moment. Feel the subtle interplay between work and quiet in this slow dance of construction. Each strike of the tools repeats, yet varies slightly with the day's light and wind. Amid these echoes, the stillness between taps deepens. This contrast between gentle noise and silence shapes a space where your thoughts can settle, soothing your spirit like the steady pulse of time, passing quietly in the mountains. Listen. In these moments, the repetitive sounds act like a gentle mantra, grounding you in the present. The rhythmic tapping blends with natural ambient noise, a faint breeze, distant birds, the rustle of leaves creating an enveloping stillness. This sonic tapestry forms a serene backdrop, perfect for sinking into restfulness, allowing your body and mind to slow and drift toward sleep with ease and grace. As the echoes of repetition fade softly into silence, imagine the enduring patience embodied by each worker's touch. The slow pace of construction teaches us about timeless perseverance amidst calm surroundings. Breathing alongside the quiet rhythms of labor, let your thoughts become still. Feel the soothing effect of this repetitive melody as it gently guides you deeper into relaxation, where sleep awaits like a peaceful harbor. With the tap and scrape gradually blending into fading quiet, the silent rhythms linger gently like a soft whisper. The echoes of this workday settle into stillness, inviting rest. Your mind drifts on the soft waves of sound and silence, embracing the calm brought by both labor and pause. Let this peaceful harmony lull you slowly and tenderly, carrying you softly into deep, restful sleep. Chapter 6. Long Pauses Between Milestones. Along the endless stretch of the Great Wall, there were quiet years when progress seemed to slow to a gentle halt. The workers paused between bursts of building, and nature settled into its own rhythm. These long intervals were calm, allowing the seasons to cycle slowly, while the wall quietly endured, growing steadily with patience and care. During these long pauses, the air was filled with subtle changes, the soft rustling of leaves, the slow drift of clouds, and the cool whisper of mountain breezes. The world itself seemed to breathe, carrying the sounds of distant life and the gentle movements of time, inviting all who listened to sink deeper into relaxation and the slow unfolding of history, step by step. Seasons changed almost imperceptibly. Winters brought a hush of stillness, with snow blanketing the rugged terrain, while springs awakened the land with fresh blooms and gentle rains. Summers stretched out lazily beneath endless blue skies, and autumns turned leaves to gold. The wall stood as a silent witness to these increments of time, shaping itself slowly through the patient, steady flow of nature. The workers themselves adjusted to this rhythm. There were days filled with steady hammering and stone stacking, followed by stretches when tools rested and hands slowed their pace. This repetitive cycle became a meditation of endurance and calm. Each pause between milestones felt like a deep, silent breath before the next surge of quiet construction began anew. In the vast wilderness surrounding the wall, wildlife continued its own unhurried routines. Birds glided through soft fog, insects hummed quietly among grasses, and distant rivers flowed without rush. These gentle, natural sounds mingled with the subtle echoes of human effort, creating a calming backdrop that soothed both body and mind, encouraging a sense of stillness and deep relaxation. At times, the silence was almost complete, broken only by the slow creaking of wooden scaffolds or the occasional murmur of workers sharing quiet words. This tranquility stretched wide across mountains and valleys, inviting a peaceful pause, a chance to rest amidst the vastness. It was within this stillness that the great wall's strength and endurance truly took shape, measured not in speed, but in time itself. So, as we rest here in the soft folds of this history, let your breath slow. Imagine the slow passage of years between stone and earth. The Great Wall's story is one of patience unfolding, a gentle and continuous layering of effort and waiting. Let this awareness carry you deeper into calm, inviting peaceful sleep and quiet dreams beneath vast, timeless skies. Chapter 7. Labors Woven into Time and Stone. Imagine the countless generations of laborers whose patient hands slowly shaped the Great Wall, layer by layer. Their tireless effort, often unnoticed, created a bridge between human devotion and the enduring strength of stone. Each piece placed is a quiet testament to their determination, connecting past and present in a timeless embrace that invites us into peaceful calmness. With every stone fitted carefully, this chapter reflects on the silent stories of workers long gone, whose steady rhythms of labor built something greater than themselves. Their daily routines, repetitive and slow, echo through the ages, reminding us of the long, unhurried pace of history. This weaving of human toil into solid rock demonstrates the power of persistence, grounding us in a moment of rest and stillness. Through centuries, the wall grew, fueled by unwavering hands that patiently carried and positioned stones. These workers, unknown yet vital, formed a chain of dedication stretching across time. Their presence is felt in the weight of each brick, a silent song of labor, unnoticed but foundational. We enter now into this peaceful rhythm, letting the echoes of their work lull us deeper into calm and quiet. As we drift along the winding path of the Great Wall, consider the laborers who persevered through cold, heat, and fatigue. Each stone, set with care, holds a memory of their strength and sacrifice, a legacy cast in enduring form. The wall is more than stone. It is the patient heartbeat of generations, echoing softly in the stillness around us. The wall's long shadow stretches across the land, woven from the steady hands of those who toiled day after day. Their labor builds a quiet history, one of endurance and care, crafted in deliberate, unhurried measures. The timeless bond between human effort and stone encourages us to let go of tension and slip gently into a state of tranquility and rest. With every slow, measured step along the wall, we acknowledge the quiet mountain of effort beneath each stone. The laborer's steady pace, their humble contribution, is stitched into the fabric of this vast structure. In this moment, we surrender to calm, carried forward by the steady pulse of countless lives woven patiently into the Great Wall's form. In surrendering to this timeless bond of labor and stone, we find a soothing stillness. The Great Wall stands as a tranquil monument to persistent effort, its steady presence inviting rest. As the stones settle into their places, so can our minds, easing gently into peaceful calm, enveloped by the soft reverence of history's slow, enduring heartbeat. Chapter 8. A Silent Guardian. Through the ages, the Great Wall now rests gently across the rugged mountains, a silent witness to time itself. For centuries it has stood patient and still, its story not loud but deeply felt by those who know the patience and endurance embedded in every stone. Let yourself settle into this quiet strength, each breath a step closer to restful peace. As night embraces the hills, the Great Wall's steady silhouette invites calm. Imagine the builders slowly and unhurriedly shaping this vast structure, their repetitive tasks merging with the landscape's slow rhythms. This vast guardian holds stories in the silence, reflecting centuries of labor that whisper gently, inviting your mind to relax and your body to drift deeply into sleep. Feel the stillness surrounding the wall, where time slows and the mountains breathe softly. Its stones, cool and smooth under your touch, tell tales of patience. Each segment was laid with care, broken by long pauses, endless quiet, and steady hands. This grand monument is not just built of stone, but of endless dedication and gentle persistence, perfect companions as you sink deeper into rest. The wall's endless stretch curves calmly along the high ridges, quiet as twilight descends. It guards memories of a slower world, where progress was measured in decades, not days. Feel the calm in this vastness, the soothing rhythm of generations building gradually, stone by stone, with reverence and care. Relax with the wall's solid presence, steady and sure, cradling you into restful sleep. Imagine the soft wind murmuring through ancient watchtowers, carrying the echoes of quiet footsteps and gentle hammers. Over centuries, this monumental work taught a lesson in patience and persistence. The wall rests now, embodying that slow, deliberate pace. Let its calm energy flow into you, washing away the day's tension, inviting the deep, uninterrupted rest that follows the steady passage of time. As darkness gently folds around the Great Wall, the stars hover silently above its weathered stones. Centuries have woven this quiet guardian into the mountain's fabric, unchanged, timeless, steadfast. Allow yourself to be embraced by this serenity. The wall's strength, born from slow, thoughtful craftsmanship, mirrors the peace settling in your heart, guiding you closer to a dreamy, deep, and restorative sleep tonight. Now, with the Great Wall standing quietly amidst the ancient hills, take a final deep breath and feel the weight of centuries fade away. This silent guardian invites you to release all tension, embrace profound calm, and drift fully into deep, restful sleep, cradled by the slow, patient legacy of time's gentle hands.